Hello everybody, Corey Mitchell here. This is your outlook for the week of August 8th. The stock market doing very well. If we pull up the charts, this is the NASDAQ, S&P 500, NYSE, Russell 2000, and then the Canadian indexes. And we can see we've been moving up since mid-June to late June in this short-term uptrend. A few of these indexes have broke above prior swing highs, so some decent price action signals. If we zoomed out a little bit further, we could see there's still the possibility that we're in a downtrend, but at least for right now, we're moving up. So I like this, and we're all these indexes are moving up in unison, which is nice to see. If only one of them was moving up, like the S&P 500, and all the other ones were flat or moving lower, that'd be a bad sign. But right now, we have all of them moving up. So that just tells me, at a quick glance, I'm willing to take long trades in individual stocks that set up well. And I'm looking for contraction patterns, cup and handles. So on this article on the website, it's right on the main page right now. You can just click on that and click through to see what those strategies are. Then if we zoom into the S&P 500, I like to break down this one a little bit more. And you can see my notes have been going on throughout. We've had a few failed follow-through days, but none of the other indicators really came through and confirmed those rallies. Whereas this one has. Everything's got the thumbs up right now. And that's usually a pretty good sign that a bottom is in. At least historically it has been when all these indicators, you can read about how I use them in this article here, Market Health Indicators. It describes how I analyze all those things, and they have a very good track record. That doesn't mean this time could be different. I mean, we could go up or just start dropping here and continue with the longer term downtrend. We don't know, but at least at the moment, current conditions are good. If current conditions are good, that means I am going to scan for individual stocks with those setups that I like to see, and if I see them, I will trade them. So that's pretty much it. Is this just gives me the baseline for whether I want to even be trading or not. So right now we have the thumbs up for trading. You can see the breakdown of all the indicators here. 72% above their 50-day, 69% of all U.S. stocks. That was the S&P 500 at 72. So that's really good. We had a follow-through day, which is one of our earliest signals. As I mentioned, we can have a few failed ones, but none of these other indicators came in to help confirm it. So follow-through days there. Overall volatility is dropping. This one, you can see it's starting to narrow into this band, which I like to see. Uptrends are usually pretty quiet, more like this. This is just daily movement. And then when we start to get into topping and downtrend patterns, we can see these get much bigger, the daily average movements. And so that we're starting to tighten up. That's a good sign. That's more indicative of an uptrend. This also very nice. We can see the breakout here on the NYSE advanced decline line. That is a bullish move. That's something I like to see. This is up volume divided by down volume, and we've had some really big spikes on the upside, which usually occur near market bottoms as well. So any one of these, not very useful on its own. Altogether, very good. Sectors on the move. Technology is definitely probably the one to watch. I happened to notice on Friday, just because healthcare stocks have been on my list quite a bit recently, because they were strong a few weeks back, they had huge moves on Friday. Pretty much all of the ones I was watching jumped 4, 5, 6, 7%. So that could be a sector to watch. I already have them up, but I'm going to run my scan. We'll see what comes up on that list, and that's what I trust ultimately. So wherever I'm seeing the most setups, that tells me the sectors to be watching. But this can give you a little bit of an idea of potentially what you're likely to see. So technology, I'm expecting that I'll see some of those on the list, and industrials, maybe consumer cyclicals as well. And healthcare, they had the big bump too, so we'll see if any show up in that sector as well. So yeah, just right now, scanning, looking for opportunities. So I'll create the watch list. I'm going to run my scan right now. We'll see what comes up on it. Last week, Market Health was good. I ran the scan, didn't find anything I was interested in. Most of the stocks had already made their big move. And so they had just kind of gone vertical, and when I'm waiting for a contraction pattern, I want to see that move up and then the sideways movement, and they hadn't done that. They basically, a lot of them had just run up. So now, hopefully a week later, we're starting to see a little bit more of those, a little bit more sideways movements, some consolidations, and hopefully there'll be some trade setups. But that's ultimately what determines how I trade. This lets me know if I should be trading, this whole process here in this article. Then I go to my scan, and that ultimately determines whether there's trade setups or not. And if there's some good looking setups, I am more than willing to trade them because conditions are good. So until next week, happy trading.